morning. Vlogmas day 3. Just getting ready for the day. It is just gone 10 to 7 and my hair is apparently coming off. And I'm just getting dressed for the gym because I'm going to the gym this morning after I drop Grayson off at nursery. Then I have an optician's appointment, so I will be going into local town. I've got a client call in between the two things, gym and optician's appointment, but yeah, going into town, and then I'm going to be working. We'll see what fun we can show you today, so I'm just going to show you what I'm wearing. People do this. I don't know if you care. We'll see. This is like real life with me. My stuff, my laundry. Yeah, laundry today. Shower gel is what I forgot. So I had to use, I knew. So I had to use hand soap from the dispensers. I'm classy like that. So yeah. I stopped taking as many protein shakes this year. Probably summertime, I guess it was. And I think the thing is to remember is that you should always be doing what works for you. And like today, I woke up and I was pretty hungry, but I didn't want to eat prior to my workout because I knew I'd be doing something kind of intense and I didn't want to have that kind of sick stomach feeling. And so I just had coffee with my cream as normal. And then I drank my aminos during my workout. And because it's very sweet, I topped it up and I've got like a whole bowl still. And then this protein shake will last me for the next, I guess, 90 minutes until I get home. But quite honestly, I have a Quest bar in my bag if I get hungry, but quite honestly, doing what works for you is super, super important because there are certain things that you can do that will aid fat loss. You know, fiber, protein, water. I talk about this all the time. It's a big rock of fat loss. It's a big rock of health, right? It's a big rock of fat loss, but it's a big rock of health. There are, you know, I watch videos by nutritionists and their diet couldn't be any more different to mine. He talks about health and not fat loss. And those two things are slightly different, right? Fat loss and health are slightly different. A healthy diet is not always a fat loss friendly diet. Fat loss friendly diet is always healthy, but a healthy diet is not always fat loss friendly. And I think it's important to remember that, to not get bogged down with so much detail. We can kind of get paralyzed with too much information. And it's in those moments when we've got too much information and we are trying to do everything that's being recommended to us. I feel like it's those times where we want to give up and that we struggle and we feel like we should be doing so many different things. But quite honestly, what you should be doing is listening to your body. If you want to lose fat, then you need to be eating a fat loss friendly diet. If you want to improve your health, then you need to be eating a healthy diet. Those two things are different and they mean different things to each of us. And yeah, I just wanted to clear that one up because I talked about this year how I started to focus more on real food. I don't believe unless you were training to be an athlete, you don't need to have a protein shake within 20 minutes of working out. But protein is important and not feeling hungry is important for fat loss. So for me, a protein shake right now directly after my workout, or when I know that I'm going to maybe go home and have a shower and then do some work or whatever it might be, when it's like in a couple of hours between workout and food, it makes sense for me to have a protein shake. So hopefully that makes sense. But I thought I would quickly show you. This morning I said I had an optician's appointment in town, so I went to the health food store just across the road from the optician's and picked up a couple of things. I've been looking for a vitamin D spray. Instead of using, I take vitamin D every day. There is research to say that the vitamin D deficiency can affect your weight, and I am pale and don't lay out in the sun, and I live in England. It may be sunny right now, but I live in England, so I take vitamin D every day, and I have been looking for a spray instead of a capsule. One, because it will be easy for me to take on holidays and things and be able to just like stick in my bag, but also because vitamin D is fat soluble. So it is ideal that you take your vitamin D supplements with the biggest meal of the day. And quite often when I take my supplements in the morning, I am not having a particularly big meal. So I've been looking for a vitamin D spray that also contains some kind of fat in the spray so that it's absorbed better. I found one online by On It Nutrition. I think that's what they're called. And theirs has MCT oil, which would be ideal, but they don't ship to the UK. So I found this one by Better You Deluxe Daily Vitamin D Oral Spray. It's 1,000 units of every spray. One spray is fine, no tablets, capsules of water, daily dose. You get 100 doses. And this was like £7. And quite honestly, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to finish up the vitamin D capsules I have, and then I'm going to start using this. I also picked up some cacao powder. I have been making my nighttime cocoa and having it like throughout the day. Fun fact, cocoa itself, like raw cacao powder like this, is not bad for you. It doesn't have a ton of calories, right? Chocolate has a ton of calories, but it has a ton of calories because of the added stuff with the cocoa. So cocoa itself can actually curb cravings. And because, and I mentioned this in day 1, I think, because Metabolic Effect do not ship their craving cocoa outside of the US, I made my own, and so I have it frequently, so I bought some more of this cocoa, and I always try to buy good quality, so I've got this fair trade organic cacao powder from the Raw Chocolate Company. I've used their stuff before, it's good. I also picked up 2 of these Paulson, I can't read back to front, peanut chocolate chip raw chocolate brownies. They are gluten-free, dairy-free, soya-free, non-GM, and they are vegan. They are fruit and nut bar with cacao, peanuts, and chocolate chips with sweetener. They are really, really tasty, guys. These are those kind of sprinkled in foods that I will have every so often. They were on sale, so I got 2. And then this is more of an indulgence. These are something I have every so often, and I practice moderation with them. They are the Amarena cherries in dark chocolate by Landgarten. They also do pumpkin seeds and raspberries. The raspberries are crunchy though. These are kind of chewy. Yeah, they're really good. So that's what I picked up, and I'm about to try for the first time the oatmeal chocolate chip Quest bar. Haven't tried this flavor yet, so I'm going to do that now. I realized that I am 2 days behind on my advent calendar, and I have an Yankee Candle advent calendar. I burn candles in my office. So I just opened day 1. And it was empty. So the candle's clearly fallen out of there. So day 2, there is a candle. They make these things really difficult. They're really difficult to get the candles out. Okay, there we go. Day 1, day 2 candle. And then, yeah, there's like a ton of them all falling out. One is day 1. There we go. So I am going to finish today's Vlogmas here. Yes. Looking forward to day 3. It's going to be a family day.